Princess Catherine could barely hold back her tears as she broke devastating news to her children, a moment that no parent should ever have to endure, and one that will forever change the royal family. What was this terrible news? How did the royal children react, and what happens next for Catherine and her family? This emotional moment revealed more about Catherine than we've ever seen before, and the consequences could reshape the future of the monarchy for a woman who's always been poised, grace, and composed in public. Princess Catherine's emotional moment was a rare and raw display of vulnerability in the midst of a royal family that prides itself on keeping personal matters private. Catherine's tearful announcement to her children were a stark reminder that behind the headlines, they are a family just like any other, facing the same heart-wrenching challenges. The news she had to deliver was a blow. No parent ever expects the end of a chapter that seemed unthinkable for Catherine. The moment was a deeply personal one. Princess Catherine has always prioritized her role as a mother, balancing her royal duties with the unwavering desire to protect and nurture her children. She is the one who tucks them in at night, supports their every milestone, and shields them from the harsh realities of life. But on that fateful day, those protective barriers were shattered, and Catherine found herself facing a heartbreaking task, one no mother could ever be fully prepared for. The news she had to share was not just difficult, it was deeply personal. It wasn't a scandal or a political crisis, but something far more painful: the loss of a beloved family member. This was someone her children had grown up with, a constant presence in their lives, and a source of comfort and guidance for Catherine herself. Their passing was sudden, and the grief reverberated through the entire royal household. As Catherine gathered Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, she struggled to find the right words, knowing she had to break their hearts with honesty and gentleness. Though young, her children understood more than most might expect. They had seen their mother's strength in the public eye, watched her handle royal responsibilities with grace. But this was different. This was personal. Prince George, being the eldest, was the first to grasp the gravity of the situation. Always sensitive and thoughtful, he asked questions, his voice trembling as he tried to process the loss. Princess Charlotte, quiet but perceptive, instinctively sought comfort, clinging to her mother in search of reassurance. And then there was Prince Louis, still too young to fully comprehend, but aware that something was profoundly different. His little face reflected confusion, and it broke Catherine's heart to see him so vulnerable. In that moment, Catherine did what she does best. She comforted them. She held them close, wiped away their tears, and reassured them that, despite the pain, they would face it together. She spoke softly, sharing stories of the loved one they had lost, reminding them of the joy and memories they had shared. Though she is a princess, a future queen, and a symbol of resilience, in that private moment, none of that mattered. What mattered was family, love, and the strength found in each other. The royal family has experienced a difficult 4 years. Since 2020, the House of Windsor has seen Prince Harry and Meghan Markle exit, faced Queen Elizabeth's death, watched as they smeared the royals in a series of press interviews, and stood alongside King Charles and Catherine Middleton battle cancer. However, no more was the dysfunction of the clan more evident than the family's 2024 annual Christmas walk. The annual walk to the Church of St. Mary Magdalene is supposed to exude an impression of unity, stability, and conventional family values. Despite a rapturous reception by a crowd estimated at over 1,000 at this year's promenade, it exposed deep fractures within the family. While Catherine and William and their children George, Charlotte, and Louis were the stars of the show, There was zero public acknowledgement of the king's other son, the Sussexes, or their children, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, who are in self-imposed exile in California.